What is situational leadership? The situation leadership method holds that managers must use different leadership styles depending on the situation. The model allows you to analyze the needs of the situation you are in and then use the most appropriate leadership style. Depending on the employees' competencies in their task areas and commitment to their task, your leadership style should vary from one person to another. You may even lead the person one way sometimes and another way at another times. Blanchard and Hersey characterize leadership styles in terms of amount of direction and support that a leader gives to his followers, and so created a simple matrix as follows. The first the first in the matrix is S1, that is directing. The second is S2, that is coaching. The third is S3, that is supporting. And the fourth is S4, that is directing. That is directing. The leader's behavioral leadership. First is S1, telling, directing. High task, low relationship focus. Leaders define the roles and tasks of the follower and supervise them closely. Decisions are made by the leader and announced, so communication is largely one way. For example, people who lack competence but are enthusiastic and committed, they need direction and supervision to get them started. Second is S2, that is selling or coaching. High task focus, high relationship focus. Leaders still define roles and tasks, but seek ideas and suggestions from the follower. Decisions remain the leader's prerogative, but communication is much more two-way. For people who have some competency but lack commitment, they need direction and supervision because they are still relatively inexperienced. Third, S3, participating or supporting. Low task focus, high relationship focus. Leaders pass day-to-day decisions such as task allocation and processes to the follower. The leader facilitates and takes part in decision, but control is with the follower. For people who have competence but lack confidence or motivation, they do not need much direction because of their skills, but suppose is necessary to bolster their confidence and motivation. Fourth, S4, delegating. Low task force, low relationship focus. Leaders are still involved in decisions and problem solving, but control is with the follower. The follower decides when and how the leader will be involved. Effective leaders Effective leaders are versatile being able to move around the matrix according to the situation. So there is no style that is always right. Development level of the follower. First, D4. High competence, high commitment, experience at the job, and comfortable with their own ability to do well. D3, high competence, variable commitment, experience and capable but lack the confidence of going it alone. D2, some competence, low commitment, may have some relevant skills but won't be able to do the job without help. D1, low competence, high communication, generally lacking the specific skills required for the job in hand, but has the confidence and or motivation to tackle it. Steps in the situation leadership process. First is make an overview per employee of his her task. Second, assess the employee on each task. Third, decide on the leadership style per task. Discuss the situation with the employee. Fifth is make a joint plan. And sixth is follow up, check, and correct. Strengths or advantages of the situation leadership model. First is easy to understand, second is easy to use. Limitations of the situation leadership model fails to distinguish between leadership and management. Second, leadership is not primarily about making decisions anyway, it's about inspiring people to change. Leaders may indeed vary the way they inspire people to change, but this is when they have already decided on the need to change. Fourth, focus is too exclusive on what the person in charge does. Thank you.